Hey y'all, what's up? We are back to get into our girl. Oh my god, I think I just damaged one of my headphones. That is crazy work. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that later. But anywho, I hate I didn't catch that earlier. We're back to get into Love Island USA. Okay, so let us go ahead and talk about the episode. If you are here, make sure that you're coming in and you are indeed liking up the video. Now, this episode was cool. It wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't as well. The show is good. I think last night was a fire episode, but tonight's episode was pretty good. So let's talk about it. Okay. So Kayla and Liv, okay. So of course, this is after the aftermath, after Leah got exposed for being a liar and saying some things, and I feel like it's been a bunch of semantics. Okay, it's crazy how Leah's fans have been trying to say that, oh, they're mixing up her words, they're taking her words out of context, and they're saying this and they're saying that. And girl, listen, at the end of the day, Miss Ma'am has lied, and she's lied to enough people for us to see her character. Okay, let's not and say that we did. Scoot back just a little bit, okay? Thank you so very kindly. All right, what's going on, Norris? Hey, Tammy. What's going on, Takis, Deandra? What's up, everybody? Thank you guys for being here. Hey, Mel D. Hey, Reginald. Okay. I know, right? Listen, Reginald. Okay, I had started watching the episode and I had some stuff to do. So then I had to start it back over so that I could take my notes and stuff. So that's why I'm late, honey. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay because I'm here now. I'm here now. Okay. But anywho, yeah, so the Leah fans, like, y'all be tripping out, okay? The girl is I think y'all have to come to a place where y'all have to accept that she's full of shit, okay? It's just what it is. Let's keep going. All right. Now, Kayla and Liv. So they're talking after the with the aftermath of everything that has happened. Liv talks with Kendall and Kayla, and she says that Leah called her over there to be backup for Rob. It's so funny to me that people are like, "Oh, well, I feel like they were trying to I feel like Leah was ganged up on. She was ganged up on." I'm like, well, I don't really feel bad about her being ganged up on because that was the whole intentions of why she called Liv over there, right? She called Liv over there to gang up on the situation and have some backup when it came down to the Rob stuff. So, I mean, hey, somebody was going to end up getting ganged up on, honey. So it is what it is. She says that she's been pretty backstabbing herself. So she was like, she expected me to come over there and have her back and this and that and gang up on Rob. But I came over there and told her, like, girl, you the one that's been pretty backstabbing yourself. So Kayla says, no, she never took a back seat to the decision. That's something that Leah was over there saying. Liv says that she was very vocal in the decision and that she was a passenger princess more than taking a back seat. Okay. I'm with Liv on that situation. I do know that things were very much so chopped up when it came down to the decision making and stuff. But I'm so glad we're past that because we all can agree that Leah contributed to, Miss Andrea leaving the damn island. Like, it is what it is. Rob says that all she did was deny, 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 and lie, lie, lie. All right. Leah says that she wasn't raving for them to get rid of Andrea and Serena. And Serena backs her up on that, but it wasn't really about you raving to get her out, to get her out. It's just you contributing. You tried to make it seem like you took a back seat and make it seem like you had no involvement in the decision. And then now you're coming back confirming that y'all all agreed upon said decision. Okay. Now, Kayla was adding the spice. Kayla, to me, was the one that was definitely being very vocal, saying that you were more vocal than everybody. Now, they did edit some stuff out, so it don't mean Miss Kayla is lying. But you're saying that you weren't raving. And you know what? It's funny because Serena backs her up on this, y'all. But I do feel like when Leah has brought this conversation to Serena in the past, I feel like Serena wouldn't let it come out her mouth because she didn't want to put her girl on blast like that. But I feel like Serena know exactly what Liv and Kayla are saying. She knows exactly how much Andrea contributed in that situation. But she just not gonna say a whole lot of nothing because she don't want to have a girl out here looking dumb. But it's too late. So Leah says that she wasn't raving about it. She says she knew it was going to get pinned on her one way or the other. Well, if you knew that and to avoid that, You should have just voted for Nicole, because high key Serena and Kayla could care, especially Kayla, could really care less as long as her girls didn't leave. So y'all all should have just made a unanimous decision to go with Liv's choice, which was to eliminate Nicole. Okay. But anywho, so Liv says that she wanted her to back her up about not talking about Rob, and Liv calls her a compulsive liar at this point. Like, bitch, you are a liar. And there has been an interview that's been floating around, some snippets of Andrea interviewing, and she even said, and I'm not sure when this interview was. I feel like it started floating around on Wednesday, but in that interview, she said that Leah, to her defense, did not come to her directly, right? And say anything to her about Rob. However, she did mention exactly what I already told y'all. I think it was on that Tuesday night, that Leah has talked loud enough amongst the girls in the dressing room for this girl to hear her. And that is exactly what Andrea said. She talked extremely loud, and it was giving the intent that she wanted her to hear it. Okay, Andrea did say that Leah came to her and told her that I hope that he's better with you or whatever than he was with me, type of thing, or whatever, basically insinuating something bad about him. Which I do feel like Leah had a right to say if she ain't fucking with him and he probably hurt her feelings and did her wrong. But I feel like she had a right to kind of say that in a sense. But that sounds like it's right up Leah's alley, just like she told Rob once Rob said that he wasn't sexually attracted to her or whatever. She was like, well, I hope you guys have a nice life together. Why do you have to take it that far? Why do you have to go that far with it? Okay, so it definitely sounds like something she would do. Okay, what else? Leah, I think the new girl Cassidy was like, some people just like drama or whatever. Leah's like, well, she thinks she's being drama filled, but she's really being mean, is what Liv said. Leah says. So Liv says she wanted her to back her up or whatever. Leah says it's not fair. This is Leah now, not Liv. Leah says it's not fair to say she isn't allowed to feel how she feels, because they all have bad mouthed a person that has done them wrong. They all have contributed to it. My thing is this, Leah, and see, this is where your fans will probably feel pity and feel sorry for you in this moment. Um, my thing is this: nobody said that you should not feel how you feel. Liv even said that your feelings were valid, your actions were not. That is more so what we're talking about. And when you say that it's not fair, that you're not allowed to, nobody's telling you that you're not allowed to feel. We're just calling into question when you say that you haven't talked bad about Rob, or to Andrea, or to Rob, whatever it was. You haven't talked bad about Rob to Andrea. You have. You have. You dogged the hell out of him in the area that she was at. And I feel like you don't have to talk directly to her, but you're talking in the same space that she's in. So come on, you wanted her to hear the stuff. So that's what we're questioning, your actions, not so much as how you feel. Feel how you gonna feel. Right. So she says she feels bad for the decision, but she says she was trying not to have a role in the decision. Girl, shut up. Then she goes to the confessional and say that Liv called her a delusional, compulsive liar, and then says that was pretty intense. You know what was intense? You cussing at that girl, and then the girl told you not to cuss at her. Then you turn around and cussed at her again. Then you turn around and called her a bitch. That was intense, ma'am. Okay? And it was giving a little bit of what Rob said: when you don't get your way, you start showing your ass. But anywho, so she says she is one to blame. She is the one to blame because Rob is a drama queen. Okay. So of course he'll blame me because he's a drama queen. And I'm like, girl, as if you haven't been a drama queen for the past 2 weeks. Oh, okay. She says that he needed someone to blame, and that's why he did it. And I'm like, I don't think it's that he necessarily needed somebody to blame, but I think that he was trying to validate what he already knew. He wanted to confirm that what he was thinking, what he was believing about the situation, indeed was actual factual, and it ended up being just that. Okay. Now, Leah says they were taking her words so wrong and twisting it to make her seem like she was the mastermind of the situation. And I'm like, nobody was trying to make it seem like you were the mastermind. People were just calling to the front your involvement that you tried to downplay. That's all that they were doing. And it's so funny that you say that because you're the type of person that often twists things. Rob will tell you one thing and then you'll tell him something completely different. And we looking at you like that man didn't even say that. Okay. So anywho, they just wanted to I said they just wanted you to stop saying that you played a back seat, meaning that you was trying not to play a role in the decision or whatever when you know that you did. That's it. Rob says that she's so manipulative. He says he is glad it's over and glad that he did what he needed to do. Okay? Period. Put a coffin in it, they done. Let me finish this part too. So Rob says that he hated to do it, but he's glad that it happened because it had to happen. This may be a good thing for Leah for me, okay? Because I possibly may grow to like Leah later now that she's not going to be running behind, chasing, trying to force Rob to be there, see more in her, whatever. Okay. Just let it go. So I might end up liking Leah more as we see her go into her other couplings and stuff. And we can now put this Leah and Rob situation behind us because it ain't going to happen. Okay. At least it's not now. What else is going on? So Miguel and Nicole. Miguel acting like he's so into Nicole. She's liking it. She loves when a guy just puts it out there on the table and lets her know what it is. She loves compliments, give her all of the things, hype her up. She loves that shit, right? He tells her that, he don't want to tell her to make a decision, but that's kind of how he's feeling. And she's like, oh, you want me to make a decision, do you? And I'm like, girl, please don't choose him because he told you to make a decision. And because he told you to make a decision, your decision is going to be him. Like, really think about this. You do need to make a decision, but just like think about it, okay? So there's that. Connor is getting to know Cassidy as expected, baby. We knew Connor was gonna slide over there after he got turned down by Miss Leah, honey. So he ran over there and they were talking, and it actually seemed like they could have possibly been a good fit to me. Okay, I'm like, I could see them probably connecting, but I don't want that to happen because I want you to be gone. Okay. So there's that. Janae and Kenny, they over there in Soul Ties. Now Janae mentions this. I feel like Janae mentioned this before, but she mentioned something about marrying a Hispanic or a Latino. And I'm like, didn't you say that before? I feel like at some point somebody gonna feel a way about you saying that. It's something about it. I'm like, you don't have to tell every person that. Now, this one, I think she said something like she dreamed or something like when she gets older that's what she wants to marry or something like that. And I'm like, girl, have your preference. It's your preference. But I feel like people ain't gonna want to hear that after a while now. Okay. Now Connor's still disappointed. Well, let me go back. Liv still speaks on Leah. She's still over there talking about Leah. Okay. And she says that she's not going to let her take a back seat when she didn't. Connor's still disappointed in the fact that that Leah was over there lying to him. Okay, and this is as they're getting ready to go to bed. So everybody's still talking about the madness. Now Leah didn't want to lay with Connor, so she decided that she was gonna go sleep in Soul Tie. She's like, "How do I lay with Connor? Like, how do this even work? I'm not feeling him. I just turned him down. What do I do?" So Janae is like, "Well, I mean, you can sleep with me, and if not, we can go to Soul Ties. Whatever you want to do, I'm down." And Janae, girl, you can be so sweet sometimes and you really can get on my damn nerves, okay? I'm not saying you should be mad at her forever over the whole, he's not your boyfriend thing. But why you ain't let her best friend go and do all of that? The one that was her protector, Serena. Why Serena couldn't be the one running out there to go lay in soul ties with her? Why it had to be you? What you going out there for? Okay. But anywho, so Liv says that she can be her friend, but she can't lie for her. Okay, that's what I'm not gonna do. We could be cool all day. We could pound it up and everything. But if you think I'm gonna lie for you, no, ma'am, not gonna go down. So Leah came up and she wanted to have a talk with Liv, and Liv says, "Well, I'll be open to this conversation, but I would like for Kayla to be a part of it because I'm not the only person feeling the same way. Okay, so we can go together." So then Serena, who's not gonna let nobody gang up on her girl, okay, and not gonna let her go outside by herself, Serena said, "Let us all go since all four of us made the decision." I don't think that was necessarily a bad idea. I know Leah only wanted to have a one-on-one with Liv, but I don't think it was a bad idea really for all of them to go when they all made the decision. Leah says she is sorry for the entire situation, which I can appreciate. Leah says that if there was miscommunication, they could have settled it on the side instead of doing it out in the open in front of everybody. Okay. Now, y'all are going to have to blame Rob for a piece of that because Rob led you to the fire pit to embarrass the dog hell out of you in front of everybody. Okay. Rob did that on purpose. All right. Now, what Liv is also taking accountability for is that she could have just, instead of pulling Liv in to have that conversation, she was feeling like she could have just pulled her to the side and they could have talked about it. So she wants to take accountability on that. So Liv says that she never wanted that to happen, but wanted Rob to be able to say what it is that he wanted to say as well. And I support that. Let Rob get whatever he got to get off. Let him say it. Okay. So she says she felt like Leah was trying to save her own ass. Okay. Therefore, leaving the other girls out to dry by saying that you took a back seat to the situation when we all were involved. Don't do that. So Leah says that they all made the decision and they think she was the main person. I guess she just didn't like that they were thinking that she was the main person that made the decision. And I'm like, they don't think that you were the main. That's the thing. They don't think you were the main person making the decision. Even when Kayla said what she said, the conversation still wasn't about you being the main person to make the decision. It wasn't you ultimately deciding that the girl had to go. We get that. The issue was you trying to downplay your part so that you can get back and reconnect with Rob. And yes, I don't care what anybody says, there was definitely a plan by Leah. Okay, get rid of Andrea, regardless of how much or how less she influenced the girls. Okay, get rid of her. And now that she's out, your whole plan was still to get back to Rob. And Rob saw through that bullshit. And he was not willing to award you. He was not willing to give you him because you'd have got his girl out the way. No, he kept that same energy on you. All right. Now Liv says that they made their decision and she owns and stands by everything that she said. And then here goes Serena. It's like, Serena, girl, you kill me because you can't seem to remember or have much to say at all about the decision that y'all made as a collective. But then as soon as Liv says that she stands by everything that she said, you want to say, oh, that she's delusional and that she's a compulsive liar. Is that what you're talking about? BITCH, you know what I'm talking about. And if those are the things you want to add to it, then add that to it too. Because I still stand by that shit too. And what else is going on? What else are we doing? What else is happening here? Okay. Girl, she knows she got on my nerves. Girl, you I can't. Leah says, but I'm a liar before Leah says, but I'm a liar before you hear me out. And Liv is like, yeah, because you said that you took a back seat. And that was a lie. So what's going on? And Leah says that it was the wrong word. Like, my bad, guys, I used the wrong word. The backseat wasn't the word to use as you guys may have thought that it meant. Like, however you thought I meant taking a back seat is not what I meant. And here she go, playing tongue twister again. Okay, playing with the people again. But and I guess it's easier to do that when they weren't sitting there to hear the conversation with Rob. You were talking about a backseat to the decision. Then you sit in their face and try to say it was a backseat to their whole relationship. So then now you're coming to the girl saying it wasn't what, you guys thought that it meant. No, it was exactly what they thought that it meant. And they clocked the hell out of you. Okay. Now, Andrea, I'm sorry. Not Andrea. What do I have here? Says that she gets. Oh, okay. No, I'm sorry, not Andrea, but Leah. Leah says that she get what they trying to say. Ultimately, she's like, if one of them would have tried to act like they had no parts or no hand in what took place, she would feel away too. So ultimately, she sees where the girls were coming from. It seems like Leah may be seeing where she went wrong with this, and she came out better. Honestly, just being open with Rob. Like, I did make a decision. I was a part of that decision. It was unfortunate we had to choose somebody. It is what it is. Instead of saying, oh, I took a back seat, whatever, and then Rob playing in your face high key because he was like, yeah, I don't think you did that. I don't think you had anything. I don't think that you're downplaying it, knowing the whole reason he stayed was to get you. The whole reason he stayed was to make sure exactly what he thought and how he felt was gonna be accurate, and you was gonna feel that fire. That's why I think he stayed. Because honestly, I don't think Rob gives a damn to leave or stay at this point. His job has been accomplished. He wanted to confirm with Leah that you can't get me back. I'm done with you. So when I got with her, I meant what I said. I was done. I'm still done. And not only that, I'm finna expose you for the liar that I always thought that you were. So at this point, he may be feeling accomplished. Like, I don't give a damn if I go or stay. It don't matter to me. I did what I needed to do. What else is going on? So ultimately the ladies did apologize to each other, and they all have agreed to just move on, move forward, and that's a good thing. So let's just move on. Now let's get to Rob, Aaron, and Kendall. Rob says the conversation was never making her look bad or her being the only person in that vote. It was more about her being a liar, and he's done. And I said, exactly. That's what it was about. And that's where the semantics happen with the Leah fans, because they try to drill so down and they're twisting her words and they're this and they're that and they're this and they're that. And it's like, bro, that's not even what we really talking about. Okay. Y'all trying to twist her words. This is what she said. This is what it is. At the end of the day, she lied. Okay. Is Rob that great of a person? Hell no. And neither is Leah. Nicole says that she and Kendall are doing good, and him handling it well makes him look more attractive. And Nicole is getting on my nerves, and I wish every time I see Nicole, I'd be wishing she would have left. But I'm reminded about the juicy week that we have had since Andrea has left the villa, and it's been amazing. So they made the right choice for television, for sure. They did. But Nicole, girl, you want him. I don't know. It's given she wants one of them to like choose her, I guess. And just tell her, like, just lock it down. Like, I want you, lock this down. I want to be exclusive. And that's fine. But I'm like, it's okay for you to say that too, you know. She gets on my, it's something, she just get on my nerves. Okay, she's something. He looks really attractive because he's handling it so well. And when he's handling it too well and he's getting to know other people, then you want to be pressed and you want to be mad about it and acting like he's treating you unfairly when you're the one that opened up the gates. So, anywho, she says that, yeah, Nicole says this is messed up because she really likes Miguel and that he wants her to make a decision. And she kind of got an idea of who she's leaning towards. Now, I ain't gonna lie, in this moment I was thinking, dang, she probably leaning towards Miguel. Like, I'm afraid, Kendall probably gonna go home this evening. Like, that would suck. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that would be so messed up. But she ended up choosing right ultimately. So Miguel asks Connor who's on his radar, and of course it's Cassidy. Miguel says that he's stuck on Nicole, of course, but then he's also saying that he's feeling Leah too. So he makes his move on Leah because he already know that Nicole may still be heavily hung up on Kendall, and he knows that tonight is chances are the ladies is finna be choosing who they finna be with. So he definitely gonna make his move on Leah so he can have multiple options in the villa. Now, Kenny ends up getting a text for this flex challenge. So we get to the flex challenge, which was interesting. They had to lift this little fake, little dumbbell workout exercise thing, jump down, try to balance on this little I don't know, board or whatever while they're drinking some type of concoction. And then they have to pull, I guess, a question, and then based on the statement that's on there, they have to choose which guy it applies to. So they drop a kettlebell on the face of the person that it applies to, right? So Connor drops the kettlebell on Kendall because he says that he thinks Kendall is the most arrogant in the house. Then he proceeds to go and kiss Cassidy. Now, Kenny drops the kettlebell on Miguel because he believes that Miguel is the biggest poser. He likes to walk around and pose, okay? Then Kenny grabs Janae and kisses her. Now, when I saw him drop it on Miguel, I just knew he was going to drop it on Connor because I feel like Connor doesn't just like stop in the mirror and look at himself. He literally is a walk around poser. Like, he walk, and I think that question was put out there for him to hit Connor, okay, to smash Connor versus Miguel. Because Connor just walks around like this all at first I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a joke at first, but it's not a joke, okay? That's literally how he walks around. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. Oh my, he's posing and don't even want to. Kendall drops the kettlebell on Rob because he feels like Rob is the least trustworthy boy. Now, I ain't saying he lying, baby, because the way that he pulled Leah and how that situation was calculated, he sat up there and complimented that lady knowing he was going to end her. Baby, that's not trustworthy. That's not trustworthy, Rob. You know what else ain't trustworthy? When you sat up there and told Leah if she ever got anything to worry about, you'll let her know. And the whole time, you know that you was more interested in Andrea and you did not tell that girl that stuff right out the gate. You was trying to slick string her along. You're not trustworthy, sir. So Kendall did right. Don't get me wrong, but I was like, "Oh, that is so messy." Oh my god. So Rob asked him, "When did I ever lie to you?" And it's like, "Sir, it's not about what you just did to me. It's your behavior in the villa, okay? That's what I'm judging you on. The shit that has been happening in the villa, and most of the people up here." They ain't too bad. You the one that got the trust issues, okay? So yeah. All right. What else happened? So Kendall says, word gets around. You know what he said? So much of he say, she say. It was a mess. It was a kiki though. Nigel says Connor has no game, so he smashes Connor little head, and then he went and kissed Liv. That was funny. Connor ain't got no game. Damn, Connor, that is funny. Miguel says Kenny is here for clout. Whoa. Miguel, out of all people, you chose Kenny, not Aaron, who I just learned won traders. I didn't even know he won traders. I just got into traders like this year, okay? First of all. So that's why I didn't know. But he won traders. Then this TikTok that was going around, I absolutely loved it. And the woman highlighted the fact that he was the only person out of all of the original cast members to mention the game, how he's here for the game. And that's something that I noticed in Miguel mentioning the game when he first entered the villa. And I said, Miguel is not here for none of you ladies. He's never even had a real relationship for real. Miguel is here because he thinks that he's going to be able to win. Okay. And that's why he's there. So for her to highlight that about Aaron, I'm like, that's interesting. Okay. Now, I was already questioning the fact that him and Kayla be over there humpity, humpity, hump, 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 talk about some shower time because this is a regular thing that they do. I'm over here like, girl, you getting all this humping in. I kind of feel like that's what you sprung on the deep. Because when you get out the villa, I don't know if Aaron is going to be as into you as he was in the villa. Possibly, he might, but the people feel like Aaron is playing the game, so therefore Aaron could be the one that's potentially there for the clout. But he decided to say Kenny was, okay. But I also think he was getting Kenny back because Kenny had smashed him the first time. So anywho, so Aaron says that Kenny was still his girl if he left tomorrow. So he smashed Kenny's head. Rob says he doesn't. Rob says he wants Kendall dumped the next for the next dumping. He rather Kendall go, which was funny. Kendall did say, he deserves that or whatever, and Rob said he didn't care what the hell the question was. His goal was to get Kendall back. Okay, that's one thing about Rob. One thing about Rob gonna get his get back. Rob is gonna get his get back. I wonder who else gonna cross Rob in the villa. It might be a piece of entertaining. All right. Rob goes and kisses Liv on the cheek and then goes and grabs Cassidy to seal the deal to kiss her. Okay, in the little booth area. And Leah looked really sad about it. Like that was supposed to be her. Okay, she's still processing her feelings and working her way on getting over Rob. Okay, a mess. Now, Cordell says his biggest threat is Nigel, and of course, he kisses Serena. And when I tell you they had me hollering away, they was in there bouncing around, moving around. He had that one hand in the air and had her holding her up with the other hand. Hilarious. Like, it ain't nothing Cordell do that's not funny. Did y'all see when they was walking out, getting ready to do the recoupling, everybody coming up the stairs, and then Cordell goes, he goes around the tree and then realize, oh my bad, I can't split the tree. And then he come back around with the rest of the crew. Girl, that man know he is funny, and he don't even be trying to be funny. He just funny. So the girls talk about the game. And Nicole says that the kiss with Miguel was good, but Kendall's was better. This is good for her because it's helping her finalize who she's more into. And it's letting us know that she really has more feelings for Kendall than she has for Miguel. That's what I'm thinking as to why that kiss was much, much better. I think she just into Kendall more, okay? So there's that. Liv liked her kiss with Nigel, but she doesn't feel it with him. Now, Liv, we like you, girl. We like you now. But when Nigel is not interested in your, it's no more. For real, don't be mad. Be okay with that. Okay? Just be okay with that because I do feel like whatever energy Nigel is giving you is not authentic. It's not real. So I understand that you're not feeling him. So I'm not even going to hold you there. Right? I think the feeling is mutual on both sides. All I'm saying is if he starts to get to know somebody else or whatever, bring somebody from Costa or more, whatever he decide, please don't be over there trying to be mad with that man about it like you've done with others. Let it go. All right. What else happened? Cassidy really liked the kiss with Rob. She's super happy now because Rob is giving her the energy that she was wanting from the moment she got into the villa. So the fact that Rob kissed her and she came back to the girls and told them and just the energy about it, I said she gonna pick Rob. When they get to this recoupling, baby, she is gonna pick Rob. Connor, you're done. Okay, she's finna pick Rob. And the producers about already told her, but y'all don't give a damn what you do, but you gonna have to keep him, okay? Because we're gonna have to keep the mess up. Period. Okay. These three, Rob, Leah, and Liv, they're gonna have to hang around. Okay, you're gonna have to let them stay. So that's what it was given. Now all the guys are over there admiring Liv, which is interesting because I feel away a little bit. Like, this is the same shit Miguel was talking about. I'm attracted to you sexually, but that's about it. Because that's what all you guys get. Y'all all get the same vibe from Liv. Y'all over there admiring her body, talking about how good she looks. But I guess y'all ain't interested in her once she put you hoes in your place. Y'all can't handle that. Y'all want a girl like Kayla that's gonna be sitting up there apologizing for shit her ass ain't even do. Okay, stuff she don't even need to be apologizing for. That's what y'all want. Okay. Connor over there telling Leah talking about some yes. Can you dress like this every day? Aaron over there highlighting how good she looks. And then Rob's like, definitely, man. Like she's so hot. Like, especially when she's walking around in like those black panties or whatever. Like admiring the hell out of her. So Rob, do you like Liv just a little bit? What's going on there? Now, Kendall and Rob. Kendall says that he isn't saying that Rob wasn't trustworthy. Kendall calls, he said, you're like my best friend. And then Rob is like, it don't feel like it because if I'm supposed to be your best friend, why you ain't consider my feelings? Hell, why you ain't even consider her feelings? And it's like, Rob, baby, you should be the last person talking about somebody's feelings when you sat up there and led that girl to the fire pit with the intentions of embarrassing her in front of the whole damn villa. Shut up, boy. And it ain't even that deep. It's just a game. Let's move on. Um, what else? And then you ain't even been considering her feelings either. And I'm talking post Andrea or leading up to Andrea before the recoupling. Okay. Less than you over here talking about somebody else's feelings. You just wanna find a reason to be mad at somebody because you a sour puss. You've been a sour puss for a few days now. Okay? Just don't want to be happy about nothing. Girl, y'all saw that hug he gave Cassidy when she chose him. I said, Rob just don't want to be. But Rob, you could have left. But I know why you came back. Because you came back to get in Leah's ass. That's why you came back. And I'm glad that you did because we enjoyed it. We enjoyed it for sure. We did. But can you come up out of that? Sour puss. Oh, Lord. So, anywho, Rob says that it was dumb and he lost respect. I know you're not talking about it. I said, I know he ain't talking about nobody losing respect because he said you was untrustworthy. What? Not you over here talking about you lost respect. You tripping. Then he says, Rob says he never wants to talk about it again. He says that he had to be mad at him to tell him how he felt or whatever. Kendall, like, I don't want no smoke. Okay? Listen, I'm good. Don't do me like you did, Miss Leah. You ain't gotta bring me to the fire pit to embarrass me, but we see each other. We are good, okay? I don't want no more smoke. I was just playing the damn game. It's really just that simple. Who you should have said was not trustworthy though. You probably should have put that shit on Miguel. Since Miguel was over there trying to snatch up your lady or something, you know? But anywho, so Rob is talking to Cassidy, okay? So when they're talking, it's not believable at all. I do feel like Rob is only talking to her to make sure that she chooses him at the recoupling. That's it. That's it. That's all. All right. That's the only reason why he talked to that lady, acting like he jealous. Oh, you didn't pick me for the trip. I would have loved to have gone on the trip. Oh my god. I was jealous earlier, but now that you tell me that, I'm a little super jealous about it. Like, wow. I'm like, Rob, shut up. You is not interested in this woman, and you know it. Rob said, I'm just trying to make it to Casa Amor, bitch. Just let me, if I could just make it to Casa Amor, then we good. Period. Okay. Miguel and Leah. Miguel says he felt bad for her. And I'm like, Miguel, you felt bad for her? Did you really? I'm just trying to recall, when did you go and console her or even have a conversation? Because I may have missed it. I might, and I'm being dead serious because I'm trying to figure out, when did you feel bad for her? Because it sounds like this is the first time she's hearing it from you. Leah is now over talking about Rob, which is comical to me. She's like, yeah, I'm so over, I've gotten to a place where I'm just over talking about him. But then leans in to talk about him more and talk about him kissing Liv before he kissed somebody else. I said, girl, are you sure you're over talking about him? You're not completely there. You're not all the way there. Okay, that's fine. Miguel tells her that she's had his eye for a minute. So he says, I definitely didn't expect that, but I can see it because he is trying to stay in the house. Okay, he's trying to win the game. So of course they kissed. It came out of nowhere. She's like, you want to kiss me? What I have something on my lips. And then she just went for it. And it was a juicy one too. Like they was all into it. I know. I was like, oh my. And then you see the other people in the villa like, oh shit, you see what's going on? Okay then. And they got some type of intenseness going on. Now it's time for recoupling. All right. Serena chose Cordell as expected. Okay, she chose Cordell, and that was a cute little moment. Okay, she says he makes her feel loved and like she's the only girl in the villa. I think she also said the only girl in the world too, but she definitely said only girl in the villa. And I was like, okay, so you're warming up to Cordell. It's giving, nobody gonna love me better. I must stick with you forever. Like that's what it's giving. It's giving a little Nicole, okay? That's what it's giving. I'm not mad at it, but I know she's gonna piss me off again. I know she does it every episode. She brings us up, she brings us down. She brings us up, brings us down. This episode, she brought me from down to up. Down was when she told Liv, oh, you mean calling her delusional and a compulsive liar? And then she brought me up with what she said about Cordell and how he makes her feel and stuff. And I was like, okay, all cute, girl, whatever, honey. All right. But I'm tired of how I feel like Cordell be feeling. You feel what I'm saying? I'm tired. Don't stop putting me through the cycles, girl. You need to make a decision. Now, Kayla chose Aaron. Of course, y'all, I'm not even going to lie. I pressed skip. When she started, I said, press, 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 10 seconds, get to the next person. I don't care. I don't care. What's next? We know what she gonna do. Nobody gives a damn. All right. Cassidy chose Rob. Rob is not into her. Did y'all see the hug, the bear hug he gave her? I was like, why are you if you don't want to be here? You wearing Leah's ass out, we thank you. However, if you don't want to be here, baby, you can go. You can go ahead and exit stage left. My God. Poor Cassidy, girl. I hope you ain't choose that man in vain. We hope it works out. Good luck. But I also feel like, I don't know, Rob, because you are definitely untrustworthy. Are you also acting like that because you know Andrea is watching and you don't want her to think that you're more into the girl than what you really are? You know what I'm saying? Or is that how you genuinely feel? All right. What else? So oh, when Cassidy chose Rob, Kayla whispers to Aaron and says, do you feel any better? And he said no. She was like, shoot, or oh, or whatever she said. And I was like, girl, of course he doesn't feel better. Because he couldn't couple up with his ass. Why are you not seeing this? You see Cordell over there putting his hands in his pants, but you don't see Rob zigging in his ass. Huh? You don't see Rob in, I'm sorry, not Rob, but Aaron. You don't see Aaron digging in his ass. You don't see Aaron being in love with Rob. You can't see that. Okay, that's why he pissed. He's upset that he can't couple up with his boo. So Nicole chose Kendall. Cordell got up to dap him up. He was so, y'all, Kendall was so happy. He was so happy. Cordell dapped him up, and then Serena asked her, she's like, "Oh, y'all want to kiss too?" I said, "Girl, you should have said that about Aaron and Rob." Okay. And then she was like, "You weren't this happy when I chose you." So that was funny. Okay. I will give it to Serena because sometimes she do make some side comments that are hilarious. And I'm glad that they be catching it. Okay. Liv chose Nigel, although she cried through it because she knew who was going home. She knew. And it was weird because it was like, was it a consensus amongst the girls as a collective that y'all were sending Connor home? Damaged goods. Were y'all sending, I mean, clearly Janae no longer wants him. Andrea done dumped him. Who else could possibly be interested? I did for a split second feel bad for Connor because the eyes that he was making, Connor's eyes seemed like they were beginning to bulge out of his head because he was trying so hard not to cry as he stood up there. He was trying so hard to hold them tears back. He finally broke towards the end. But Connor was pressed. He was. And although I felt bad for a millisecond, I was like, I don't give a damn. I still don't care. Take them tears and pack them up in that suitcase and get your ass out this villa immediately. Okay? We ain't forget. You thought we forgot? We ain't forgetting nothing. Get out. So that's what happened with him. Aaron over there just a crying. I said, "Boy, you cry about Aaron. You ain't Kayla. Y'all just some cry about everything." So then Janae chose Kenny, of course, but I don't like Kenny's response. Did y'all catch that? Kenny did not seem to be as excited as Janae was to choose him. And you spent all this time and energy in Janae. And don't tell me you were sad about Connor because you don't even know Connor like that. For real, for real. So what was that about? Were you expecting somebody else to choose you? What was that? He just didn't seem to be too happy. Leah was the last to choose, and she chose Miguel. She also cried because it was gonna be bye to Connor. Connor already knew his fate was sealed once Janae chose Kenny. All right, womp womp. Now, what was interesting, everybody came up to hug. And although I feel like the guys don't know, the newbies, the bombshells don't know Connor like that. Did y'all catch Nigel with his head over there, leaning on Cordell? He looked like he was sad too. I'm just like, what the hell going on with y'all? What's going on? I understand the other people in the villa because they spent more time with them. But what's up with y'all? Are y'all okay? And then when Connor packed up his stuff and he gave this really nice speech saying he may not have found love, but he really found a great group of humans that's gonna always, be his friends, and he considered the guys in the villa his brothers and stuff like that and everything. But did y'all catch when he packed his stuff up and he was walking out with his suitcase, and as he was leaving, somebody said, "Well, we love you, Connor." I said, who the fuck was that? When they put the camera on the cast, I didn't see nobody mouth moving. I'm like, who that was? That Kendall? Was that Aaron? Because he was the main one that was over there damn crying. So was it you? We love you, Connor. Connor, get your ass up at this house, baby. Connor, get your and get out. That's where we was at with it. It's time for you to go. Okay? Period. But it was a pretty good episode. I'm glad that we got one of the people out of the house that we wanted to get out, and that was Connor. It definitely took some time, but we got there. Now, what they are letting us know is that Casa Amor is indeed on its way, honey. Girl, and shortly after Casa Amor, we is gonna get a piece of what? Movie night. That is going to be crazy. That is going to be crazy. I'm looking forward to seeing what that's going to be. I'm also looking forward to seeing what the Bombshells is giving. I pray to God the Bombshells is bombing over there, or not really the Bombshells, but I'm just hoping the Casa Amor girls and guys are like really giving. I'm talking about faces giving, body is giving, really fun to challenge these people and their couplings that they have. I got to see it. You know, and I want to see some people applying pressure, but not too much, not forcing it. And looking so obvious that you're just trying to get back to the villa. Not like that. But you know, like applying pressure, like you really, really interested for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? So it's coming. It's on the way. It is on the way. But I had to come down here and go and give y'all my review real quick. We have almost 200 people in the chat, so if we could get 100 likes, that would be great. Hell, if we could get 200, everybody watching, okay, go ahead and hit that like button for me. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm too ready. You know, next week can't get here fast enough. Let's hurry up. Let's hurry up. And I also like that they give us, because I feel like they used to give us Saturdays off. I feel like they used to not show anything on Saturdays and another day out of the week. But I'm glad that they gave us After Sun so we can kind of like get some additional details. But I would like to advocate for Peacock to give Wednesdays make Wednesdays the live feed days, because I feel like sometimes with conversations we be missing things, bits and pieces, right? So I would like the live feeds like y'all used to do with Big Brother. Don't give me tidbits, because y'all would just chop up whatever y'all want to throw at us, and I don't want that. Okay. I want actual live feeds of conversations. Okay. So, and maybe it'll help us piece together some stuff. Maybe we would have known more about the Andrea Leah situation, Liv, and what's that man name? Hakeem, and why she was going off. I just feel like it could fill in the blanks for some of the issues, possibly. Okay. But anywho, that's all that I have at this time. I just wanted to come and give you guys my thoughts on the episode, which was another good episode. Yeah, and that's it. Continue to have the conversation down below in the comment section. I am Jami, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JamiThatsMe, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.